What is up, everybody? We are back. Wanted to put a quick video here for you guys. I don't know, I've had this foam cannon for quite a while. This is the Chemical Guys slash Torq foam cannon. Again, works pretty good, but I've noticed some things with it. So I'm wondering if we can even rebuild these things or clean them out. So kind of did some digging on the internet. And again, that's why we're putting this little video together for you guys today to see what we could do. So yeah, let's try to take it apart. Here's essentially all the tools I've used. We got a flathead, bigger one, a little smaller one. We've got a 16 millimeter deep socket. Don't fact check me, keep me honest here, but I believe also a 16 millimeter should translate to right around a 5/8. So again, 16 millimeter deep worked for me. Just a little breaker bar, nothing crazy. But essentially, let's take this apart to see what we can do here. So everything has been just kind of loosened up, but again, you guys get the concept here. So kind of see here, I don't know, we could probably lube that up a little bit. Just, kind of double check, make sure that O-ring's nice and good still. No huge, I don't know, nothing's cracked, nothing in the way there. So just double check that. Again, that'll be that. We'll put that little guy off to the side. Now to take this front part out, we're gonna take the smaller flathead and we're just gonna get under this and lift. First time you do it, it might be a little difficult. Get some pliers too if you need to. That'll pop this guy out. Put that off to the side as well. Now, what I would say, just wiggle this back and forth and pull. You can see the space there. Bam. That'll remove this section. Now, I will say you can also even lube this because it's a two-piece part. Hello, fly. See these two little brackets here? One on this side, one on this side, 180 degrees apart from each other. What you can do is take a flathead and gently lift and then do the other side. I'm gonna actually try to do it again on camera here. Hopefully I don't destroy anything. But again, we wanna lift and pull this apart. Let me move this out of the way. Lift. Let me try this side first. Okay, see how I got it kind of going? Keep it spread apart. Oh, I went back in. That's kind of the fun part of doing this, is once you do one side, the other side wants to go back in. So just be mindful there. You should probably get it from the side here too. Okay, there we got this side started. There we go. Now, should just be able to slide off. And there's this front part. Now, if you could tell, I've already lubed up this. Used just some dielectric grease, some O-ring lube. Anything along those lines should be just fine. But again, this one, 2 tabs to put it back together. We're just gonna literally just slap it back into place. And this now moves so much nicer. Again, we have hard water here in Arizona, so not a bad idea to do that once in a while. So that'll be this front section. Now let's get back to this. Now with this guy out of the way, goes through here. Mine was pretty seized on here. And again, just pull and twist. Feel free to get it on a vise if yours is crazy, but that pretty much does it there. And here you go. You can see this, I believe it's stainless steel filter, mesh filter. That's what creates the foaming action. I've heard these wear out over time. I don't know how true that is. You can kind of see this one's not bad. The first time I took it out, it did have some little hairs that I just kind of snipped off. But that's the one that comes with the kit. I haven't messed with that at all. Okay, so here's the tip. Now here's where you can actually see the foaming. All this is doing, right? It's twisting this. So it's either really spread apart like this or close, but again, that's the front section here. Again, just make sure there's nothing crazy in there going on. Whoa, don't drop it. There's that front piece. Again, this little guy just slides in there like that. All right, and then this piece, the last thing is going to be that tiny little orifice thing here. Some people have had luck with, especially with the electric pressure washers, running a smaller diameter to try to increase the foaminess, if you will, that shaving cream texture that everyone wants. So you can always replace these as well. Now for this, let's see if the camera can get it in there. Get a nice fat flathead, because if you can see, I kind of almost damaged mine. But basically all you're gonna get is get a flathead in there, match it up with the slot. This is gonna look very easy on camera, because again, I've already loosened it once, but definitely get it on a vise. Do not strip it, because then it's gonna really suck to get out of there. But there it is. Boom. Now this one, I think I've already replaced this once. This one's brass. Don't recommend replacing it with this. Replace it with a stainless steel one, which now, I bought this on Amazon for, I think it was like under 10 bucks. So again, that's the one that just came out of there. Look at these. So much better quality. These are also stainless, so that's exactly what you want to run. They actually have more threads, which is nice. And they even came with this little needle, I guess, poker thing to clean it all out. Again, mine was working okay, but yeah, this thing has definitely seen better days. You can kind of tell where I damaged it a little bit, so just be very careful, especially if you're gonna go brass on brass. And again, especially with the hard water here in Arizona, if you live in a place like that. So again, this is the, let's call it the factory one. Here's the aftermarket one to the right, factory left, Amazon right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna run like a sandwich of 3 like this, which is actually close to the same length, a little bit more. So as long as it fits in here, we should be okay. So I'm gonna try that. Maybe I'll have some better luck with better foam. Honestly, I'm not complaining about the foam. I think the foam cannon is great. My pressure washer is really going to be the biggest, that's really going to be the biggest thing that makes the biggest difference, if you will. That flow rate, the gallons per minute. I have a 1.2, I believe, which is not very much, especially for washing cars. So again, just be mindful of that. A gas-powered one will also give you some great foam. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's, again, the whole thing taken apart. If you want to, I mean, you saw how I took it all apart. You can put it all back together. I'm going to put a little bit of NECs on this guy just to be on the safe side. Again, it's hard water. But that's pretty much it. Lube up your O-rings here. This one, this one in here once you pop this guy off. NECs on the threads if you want, just a little bit, just to make sure it gets in there nice. And yeah, literally just put everything back together. Don't forget this little pin to lock everything down. But again, this kit cost me less than 10 bucks on Amazon. So I'm going to keep everything, obviously, but yeah, I think this is actually it's kind of cool to have it stamped if you can see it. It says 1.1. So again, that'll do nicely with the electric power washer. So there we go. Again, just put it all back together the way I just pulled that one apart. Again, nothing really to it. Hard to go wrong there, but yeah, just again, lube up the O-rings. Make sure that nothing's leaking, nothing's damaged or anything, but there you go. That is how you take one of these apart, especially the chemical guys. If you have a different one, it's gonna be a very similar process. But there you go. You can clean them, service them. I noticed no cracks here in the hose, so that should be good to go. I wish I had the little metal ball that some of the newer ones have, but again, overall, very solid foam cannon. Very happy with it. So hopefully that helps. Till the next one.